Can the wife give police consent to enter the home to arrest her husband? All right, guys. My name is Anthony Bandiero, bringing you the Roadside Chat. For those who do not know me, I'm an attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training. All right. So let me give you some context here. This question comes from an officer in California. A woman reported multiple instances of domestic violence committed against her by her husband. The most recent incident happened a couple days prior. So the woman had since fled the area and was staying with friends several hours away. She made her report to the police over the phone. The victim and the suspect lived together. After interviewing the woman, officers established probable cause to arrest the suspect for the several domestic violence-related felonies. Oh, so we have a felony here. That's even better, right? When they attempted to locate him at his house, there was no answer at the door. He also didn't answer his cell phone. His car was in the driveway. The officers called the wife, and she gave permission to enter the home and enter to locate the suspect. That's what they did. They found him. They arrested him. Are we lawful, right? So, again, like the question comes down, does the wife have the authority to do this? And the answer is probably yes. So the main legal rule that we have here is that Georgia versus Randolph, a co-occupant can give consent to enter a home because they have equal authority, so long as another co-occupant is not present and objecting, right? Present and objecting. You have to have both things. Well, what do we have here that says that he's objecting? There's nothing express or implied. I mean, I guess there could be an argument. Don't think it's a slam dunk here. There could be the argument that him not answering the door is the implicit denial of entry, right? But I think a court could also be just as convinced that no, it's just him answering the door. Could be other reasons, like him being asleep and so forth. That doesn't necessarily mean that he overrode the wife's consent. Well, Anthony, what about the fact that the wife was not there? Actually, it doesn't. That's not going to be a deal killer either, because even though she's not there, at the time that she gave consent, does she have equal authority over the home? The answer is yes. It's the same thing with, you drive my car and you get pulled over and the cops call me up and say, hey, Anthony, we're out here with your car. Can we search it? I say yes, but you say no. Who's going to win that? I'm going to win that. It's my car, right? That doesn't mean I can give police consent to search your property, but I'm going to win that argument about my car. It's the same thing here, in the sense that the wife has the authority to give consent even though she's not physically on scene. However, before the entry, if the suspect says, stay out, what do police have to do? Stay out, right? Okay, Anthony, what happens if the police get into the home and now the husband is like, stay out or get out, right? Look, use good judgment here, right? You're probably going to end up getting a use of force over this one if he's going to be adamant about this. Maybe, I don't know, you have to see the temperature of the room, right? But if you want to know my legal opinion, it's this. Once the entry has been made, legally, if the police are past that threshold and they are legally in the home, and then they have probable cause to make an arrest, there is no case law that says that police have to leave immediately, right? They can grab and go. They can grab him and leave with him as part of the arrest. I did find a case, it says Craftsman, but I did find a case here called Castile versus State. It's a case out of Nevada, 2006, the same year that Georgia versus Randolph was decided, and Castile referred to Georgia versus Randolph when they made their decision. So look what it says. It's actually very similar. It says Castile, he's the husband that was arrested in the home, but the wife gave consent to search the home, and she was not physically present. So the cops entered the home with Castile present. Castile did not let the police in the home. Castile also assigns weight to the fact that his consent was not explicitly sought, even though he was present and available, and asserts that this renders the search unlawful, or the officer's belief in having consent to search unreasonable. We disagree. A warrantless search is valid based on the consent of one occupant, despite the physical presence of a non-consenting occupant. Well, remember, what they're trying to say here is not that, maybe the language could be better. It's not to say that Castile was actually saying get out. They're just saying that Castile his consent wasn't sought. So he wasn't consenting or he was not consenting. He was basically neutral. Insofar as Castile relies upon case authority involving scenarios where a defendant was present and objected to the search, that authority is an opposite to the facts of this case. Here, Castile never expressly or impliedly protested the search or denied the mother's authority to consent to the search. So not the mother, not the wife, but the mother, right? So that is what's going on here. It's this case is very similar to what the officer asked in California. This is a Nevada case, so it's not binding on California, but it is a Fourth Amendment case, and it's likely that California would rule the same way. Use good judgment. Have a reason for what you're doing. Articulate this stuff. I hope it helps. Keep the questions coming. And look, we're trying to do more and more of these videos to keep you guys educated in the law. But you got to do me a favor, right? Let's blow up this channel a little bit. Let's get some more viewers and subscribers. When you subscribe, not just when you view, but when you subscribe, you let me know that you see value in these videos. So if you don't see value in the videos, don't subscribe. If you do see value, please hit the subscribe button, okay? It means a lot to us. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.